Hi guys, welcome back to Words of a Psychologist. My name is Srishti. I'm a psychologist, a mental health advocate, and a social worker. So today, a lot of you have asked me this question: How is counseling different than talking to a friend? Now, this question, it's unfortunate that there is such less awareness on psychology as a field, counseling as a field, and going to a professional psychologist that these questions come up. But I understand where these people are coming from. I understand that people haven't really spoken about these things to them from a younger age, so it's okay. I'm going to go ahead and make a video specially dedicated to this topic, telling the difference between therapy, counseling, going to clinical psychologist for an issue versus going to a friend and just talking it out and venting it out. Psychotherapy, counseling, therapy of any nature is it's actually a complex process which is delivered by a behavioral expert, a psychology expert who studied human nature, human behavior, human subconscious, belief systems, childhood, personality formation, etc., in extensive depth. So, for example, if you were to convey, I have anxiety, you are able to convey that you have anxiety, right? So, when you tell a friend that I have anxiety, you might hear, so it depends on how educated your friend is and how open, accepting, and non judgmental they are. So, a good friend might say, it's okay, life gets tough sometimes, this shall pass, it's okay. A friend who's not so grown up, not so mature, they'll be like, you already have so much in life, you're in such a good position, you have a good job, or just stop cribbing, or etc. It really depends on the maturity level of the friend. If you have a very empathetic friend who's very mature, then it's okay. Talking about an issue to them is really helpful. But if you have a friend who's not mature enough, things end up becoming worse because you end up feeling judged. You end up feeling like the other person is not really hearing you, and when they give you a response, it's coming from their own biases, their own experiences, and their own limited mindsets. So it's not their fault either, not blaming anyone here. So in therapy, if you are telling about an issue, it is explored in depth. The root cause, is it a childhood issue? Where exactly did the belief system go wrong? Did the thought process go wrong? Accepting your emotions, evaluating your emotions, because emotions are the most complex human phenomena. Understanding them in depth, in the correct depth, and understanding all the thought processes that are generated because of the emotional upheavals of life, it's not very simple. So and also a good psychologist will never speak to you from their bias, from their own belief systems, from their own ways of thinking, from their own personality. They'll speak to you from the knowledge, from a non-judgmental perspective. For example, a good counselor, a good psychologist, a good professional, a good mental health professional is the one who's free of bias. So for example, let's just say if a psychologist receives a client who is of a different sexual orientation, and this therapist themselves is conventionally straight and believes in a more traditional kind of approach to partnering up, that's their belief system, that's their way of looking at life, that therapist is still not gonna try to change the way you are, change the way you want to pursue your life. They're going to help you in taking the steps in the direction of how to live your best life, how to be strong enough in yourself to make all the decisions that you might be afraid of making in yourself. Or the same thing can be applied on on many different levels. So in professional choices, in religious choices, in any life choice for that matter, a psychologist will never try to impose their own experiences, their own belief systems on you. They are going to be like a blank slate where you work through your issues. It is a very safe space where you can talk about your issues without feeling judged, where you feel safe, and where you explore through your issues and challenges, and then you plan the future steps of how to correct the different issues and come out of them, and also build the life that you really want to have for yourself. And also, many a times, the life you want to build yourselves, what you really want, you yourself do not know. You're fed in with many ideas of what an ideal life should be like. So a psychologist will also help you in figuring out what is it that you want without the information, and how to block out the voices in your head that tell you that okay, a good life is supposed to look like this, look like that, and you know, this is the age at which you should accomplish this and that. No, a psychologist is very open, and it is all about you and making you understand about yourself and teaching you how to manage your own self in a way that is so that life becomes easier, more pleasant as an experience for you. So it is very complex, it's very intense, and the intensiveness depends on the nature of the issue at hand. So that is the difference between talking to a friend, a relative, or anyone in your personal life versus talking to someone who's a professional mental health expert. I hope this information helps you, because so many of you have asked me this question that I thought I should make a video on this. I hope it's clear. If you have any doubts, you can just leave a comment. And yeah, thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you, heartfelt gratitude to all of you who regularly follow my page, who are also still sharing my videos, and who are still sharing my previous video on, like, the one that sort of blew up and everyone started talking about. There is still a big response on that. So just looking at the fact that people are openly talking on mental health, it is very amusing to me. Thank you so much, and please share this video as well, because a lot of people have misconceptions about what counseling and therapy is, and many people are not going for counseling and therapy because they have no idea what it is about. So I hope this is helpful to everyone. Thank you so much. Take care and stay safe.